Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Neon. I am here with Geeky Sparkles.
Hello.
And we're going to talk about The Lord of the Rings of Power on Amazon. That was a thing that happened, remember?
Yeah, that no one's talking about, and it dropped off the ratings like immediately. And
yeah, now people are talking about it, but not in a very positive light. This is the actor who played King Théoden in the original Lord of the Rings trilogy, Bernard Hill. He does not like it. He does not like it. He thinks it's a soulless cash grab, and
it's literally hate speech.
And it's not the real thing.
He clearly is against diversity and inclusion.
You hate brown hobbits, King Théoden. What's wrong?
They're not hobbits.
Hobbit-adjacent persons of color. You hate them. You hate them all. You hate them. Sauron's gotten to you. So we're going to talk about this because, why the hell not? Why the hell not? We'll talk about this and we'll talk about the ratings on the show, which I honestly, until today, forgot existed for about 2 weeks. I'm like, oh yeah, that was a thing they did.
It was a thing.
That was a thing.
Now they're trying to backpedal. Supposedly, the rumors are they're trying to either reboot it or make the second season without the people that were in charge of the last one.
Retreat. Oh yeah, yeah. Amazon Lord of the Rings. They had two guys that were kind of bumbling around Hollywood for 10 years. Couldn't get a gig to save their lives, and then their buddy J.J. Abrams makes a phone call. They get put in charge of the most expensive TV show in history. This is like the plot of a movie.
They can speak in Elvish.
They could speak in Elvish. This is the plot of a movie. This is something that the South Park guys would do as a movie.
They could have done that, and they would have probably got better ratings. And it would have been a hell of a lot cheaper.
It would be hilarious. Don't do Lord of the Rings. Do a show about two idiots
ruining Lord
of the Rings, and it would be gold, man. And get the South Park guys to do it, and you'd make all kinds of money. Anyway, we're gonna talk about this. Before we get into it any further, please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. Over 281, almost 282,000 subs.
Yay!
Little yay.
Woohoo!
Woohoo. Okay, yeah, big woohoo. Need a big woohoo.
Yeah, I do.
Who doesn't? Who doesn't need a big woohoo every once in a while? So last day for this, guys. We are giving away a Gauman PD 156 Pro pen display. Thank you, Gauman, for that. We actually did a review of this wonderful little tablet on the channel. One of the best art tablets, and I'm not just saying that because they're giving us one to give away, but it actually is one of the best art tablets I've ever used.
Every time I see this, I think it looks like Velma.
It does. I keep thinking Jet Set Radio, but yeah, it does look like Velma. So this is on clownfishtv.com, which is also a thing. Clownfishtv.com. Mike Phelan put this up. King Théoden, Bernard Hill, cares not for the Rings of Power. He had an interview in Metro about his time in Middle-earth. That was like 20-some years ago.
Can't believe that. My gosh.
He did not appear to be too concerned with the Amazon series or being connected with it in any way. He did, however, call the series out for being something some fans would consider a cash grab.
No shit.
It's a money-making venture, and I'm not interested in watching that or being in it. Good luck to them and all that stuff, but it's not like the real thing.
It's not, but the thing is, it's not a money-making venture. It's a cash grab that failed. It missed.
It missed.
You got one of those wind tunnel cash grabs, and they didn't get anything.
Hill's criticisms weren't strictly aimed at the Amazon debacle. The actor also weighed in on The Hobbit, saying, I think they were pushing it when they made The Hobbit. I believe. He's 100% correct. The Hobbit is a tiny book. They expanded it, but I think you can only stretch a piece of elastic so far. That is 100% true.
Yes, we've talked about that.
The Hobbit was the shortest Tolkien book, and they stretched it out because they basically were like, oh, we're going to do another trilogy.
See, that's why you wanted to do this article, because that made you happy, because you said the same thing.
A lot of people said this.
I know. I remember you're like, how the hell are you doing 3 movies with this?
When they first announced it, they're like, well, we're going to do 2 movies. I'm like, you're going to do 2 90-minute movies, I guess. But then they're like, oh no, we're going to do a trilogy. I'm like, hell no, you cannot do The Hobbit as a trilogy unless they're 45-minute movies.
No, they managed.
They shoved a lot of stuff into those films that weren't in the books and made a bunch of stuff up. And yeah, I didn't think much of The Hobbit either. But I still prefer The Hobbit over what I've heard about the Amazon Lord of the Rings, which I have no intention of watching. And the weird thing is they're not connected to the Peter Jackson films in any way anyway, because they're not allowed to. So people are watching these thinking these are like the prequels to those movies, and they're not. They're not allowed to touch that era of Tolkien, contractually. They're not allowed to touch Peter Jackson's movies contractually. They can just make them kind of look similar-ish Yeah, enough. But yeah. Anyway.
Can't believe it's not.
I can't believe it's not Hobbits.
Yeah, there you go.
Hobbit adjacent.
Can't believe it's not Jackson.
Can't believe it's not Jackson. The first season of Amazon's billion-dollar non-canon Lord of the Rings prequel was met with mixed reactions. The Rings of Power raised a few eyebrows before it aired, with one of the red flags being when Tolkien scholar Tom Shippey left the production. Yeah, that's not a good sign. Upon its premiere, there were noticeable changes to the overall lore and specific essential individuals. In addition, the series reinterpreted well-known characters to appease the mythical modern audience.
Why do they keep saying modern audience?
Modern audience.
You mean the loudmouths on Twitter? Well, now it's on one of these other platforms because they're all supposed to be leaving Twitter.
I'm leaving Twitter. Quick, make 5 more sock puppet accounts.
Yeah, right.
To talk about, where did so-and-so go on Twitter? I don't know. I really miss them. I've been following them since last month.
They were the most brilliant person ever. I can't believe that they're no longer here to tell me what to think.
I can't believe that Moby and Wesley Crusher both left Twitter at the same time. I'm their biggest fan. I love them both. So if you've been watching the Rings of Power, everybody, mainstream media has been calling out that the audience shrank week over week. People tuned out from this show.
Shrek. I thought it said Shank.
Oh, no, it looks like
Fiona.
Fiona.
Knife?
No,
Yeah.
it looks like Fiona. Yeah, I was like, hey, it's Shrek. Shrek, the live action.
Well, I meant like shanked.
Shanked.
Like she's going to shank him.
Shank a bitch. Yeah, she's going to shank him. I was thinking, actually, her dress looks like Fiona.
It does look like Fiona's.
So, look, it's a live-action Shrek. Bounding in the Comics had an article up on it. The Rings of Power completely falls off the Nielsen charts just 2 weeks after the season finale.
I saw the people mentioning it, too.
Yeah, so let's see how bad this doesn't even look. I mean, kind of Tolkien. But then The Hobbit looked kind of Tolkien, too. It didn't really look, because everything was CG, right? It said the 8th and final episode released on October 14th. The show was raked in 1.137 billion minutes and placed second on the overall Behind the Watcher.
I don't buy that, sorry.
No, the series would completely fall off Nielsen's overall list a week after its season finale.
You have to remember too, they're tracking people that are watching this, with minutes. Well, how do you know the real people?
I don't know. What's still on the list is Cocomelon.
Yeah, Cocomelon's always.
Cocomelon's on the list. House of the Dragon is still on the list, which I need to watch. I haven't watched it yet. It did appear on Nielsen's original ranking. It placed 5th with a total of 570 million minutes viewed. Now, here's the thing. Most shows, they would be thrilled to be on there at all, right?
Right.
This show cost $1 billion. Somehow. I don't know where the money went, but it's $1 billion show. And it was supposed to be the biggest thing on TV ever.
I'm just more amused that the Great British Baking Show outdid Andor.
Oh my God, the Great British Baking Show had more viewers than Andor. That's crazy. Wow, must be pretty good.
And Unsolved Mysteries 2020 did better than both.
Hey, I heard it was pretty good, actually.
We were watching it, actually.
Yeah, Squid King said they had a new season. He said it was actually pretty good. But Dahmer beat out Lord of the Rings. Love is Blind, Unsolved Mysteries. I mean, that's bad.
Unsolved Mysteries.
That's bad.
That's funny.
Yeah, and it's just, it was a dud. This whole thing was a freaking dud. They're doing a season 2 for whatever reason. They're talking they're going to do 5 seasons. I guess they like to lose money.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I mean, you're just losing money. Why are you just throwing good money after bad? That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. So, I don't know. Good luck with tax write-off.
That's what I'm thinking. It has to be at this point.
I mean, Amazon makes a lot of money. So, I don't know. But they're laying off a bunch of employees, too. So,
what's going to suck is everybody's Amazon Prime expenses will probably go up to offset the cost of their dumbass show. Amazon Prime is now $200 a year.
Oh my God!
You get to watch the Rings of Power for free. But I already got to watch that for free with Amazon Prime. Well, we got to pay for it.
We have an extended edition. We just get to see people just like
watch more of it for free.
You watch more of it. You can watch more of it for free. You'll get to watch season 2 first.
But you would have anyway.
Like 12 hours.
But $200 might offset the cost of the overspending.
Anyway, we're gonna wrap this one up. Please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. We'll talk later.
Bye.